Sheriff Kim.
Hostile down.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. Today we're playing some Nuketown Domination. I'm fairly certain this is the bolt action bare bones playlist. It's in the featured playlist set along with they put prop hunt, infected, Nuketown 24/7 occasionally. This one, if you're not familiar with the game mode or the game at all, then this one is bare bones bolt actions. So you can only use bolt action sniper rifles. You can still create classes and everything, but you can't use anything except the bolt action rifle. And they also took out any melee weapons. They used to have those in there, and it was kind of annoying. So, yep, just bolt actions, which I found was a lot of fun, especially on some maps like Summit, Nuketown, Slums. The kind of set few that I really enjoy in this game. They're fun for all game modes for me. So, anyways, I decided to upload this video, or this gameplay rather, because it actually was popping off pretty good. My shot was heating up, and it's a sniper-only game mode, which made it a lot of fun to play with the snipers, not having to compete with shotguns and some of the other things that, I don't, well, I'll be lying if I say I don't mind them, because they are very annoying at times, but it's part of the game. There are guns that you can use in the game. Sniper rifles are actually in the minority. I understand that, but this game mode's kind of like Christmas, like every game where I'm not having to deal with some of that stuff, so having a blast. This game I actually went up pretty high in the kills. It may be weird watching this, that the intro was kicked off and it's in the middle of the game, but the game I think was a little pretty close to 13 minutes, and that's a pretty long video. I try to keep it around 10 just so I can hit double digits time. Like 10 to me is like a kind of a, I don't know, like if I see a video and it's around 10 minutes, like alright, I will consider watching the whole thing. Whereas if it gets up there, 15, 20, unless it's a content creator where I know they're doing more of like a story, whether it be a documentary video or a biography on some of the more popular personalities, whether it be on Twitch or YouTube, something like that where I know I'm getting into, and they have a little bit more of a smooth voice as compared to myself, and I'll watch those that get long duration. But other than that, it's usually just kind of shorter clip stuff. So I try to find a middle ground because I know I don't have a soothing commentary voice or something super interesting to listen to, so I try to keep it kind of relatively condensed in there while also getting my point across. So haven't made a full-length video in quite some time. Honestly, there's not a whole lot of excuse for that. Again, this is a hobby. It's not like I have to clock into work and, oh, hey guys, here's a video, but I do it for a hobby, and I like to every now and then sit down and actually have a commentary. It's not just a gameplay clip or something, but I guess it's an update for what's going on now, because as I've really kind of evolved this YouTube thing, since obviously we're not going anywhere in terms of crazy fan base, which is cool. Honestly, the fact that I have over 100 subscribers, it's kind of cool in a way. Like, again, most of them, not most, I'd say a portion of them are people that I know in real life. But even then, just having people like from God knows where in the world that actually found this channel, and at one point were like, I'm subscribed to this jackass. It's kind of cool, but the whole point of this, since it is very much a hobby, and likely will forever be a hobby, I want to keep it as kind of a journal. I don't do that. I don't have a diary. I don't have a journal. And I'm not lying about that. Like, they will find out where my secret journal is. I literally don't. So, in a way, I go back and look at these YouTube videos that I made. Some of them now are almost 5 years old, and I'll watch them. And they're really nostalgic, watching some of the old stuff like Modern Warfare 2 days with my friends and stuff like that. So, I'll have to kind of give an update, because I'm really kind of talking to my future self. It's really weird, but it's basically like a time capsule. I get to look back. I guess until the YouTube servers ever, I don't think there ever will be, but maybe some point way down the line they ever do get wiped or shut down or whatever, then I'll lose all this stuff. But for now, in the foreseeable future, I'll have this as kind of a memory bank I can go back and look at. So as an update, it's currently June 2nd, obviously 2019 as I record the video. I'm home from the summer from college. I just finished up my sophomore year. Currently got a summer job doing online class, stuff like that. So we're just kind of keeping on the usual routine. Nothing too crazy exciting, but also better than not better I'd say, but a good change up from what I was doing previously. Again, I'm not like done with it completely. I'm just taking a break from school, summer break. Again, I'm still working, still doing stuff, so I'm not completely free, but it's a nice change up from like what seemed like just endless, like, not a lot of responsibility. Well, there is a lot of responsibility when you're in college, but it was just like, especially in the modern era, like endless like communication. Like, I swear to God, like I get home from class and then I had 6 messages about meetings and clubs and other shit, and it was like this never ending. I'm like, I can never just turn this phone off and just get away from it. So it's a nice change up. It can get boring at times because I'm from a small town, so being home and away from my college friends in the college activities per se, and opportunities to do things socially when you're not focusing on work or whatever. I do miss that. That'll be a fun thing to get back to. But I do have 2 full months yet until I'm back in that area, back in the stomping grounds at college. So yeah, I'm working a summer job, doing classes and playing some video games. Kind of the vibe for the summer. So far it's been good. I mean, I got done with school early May, and now it's June 2nd. So I've been about a month summer already, which is crazy because I really, as a person, I typically tend to get a little, I tend to be always like a future-oriented person. I don't live in the moment all that much, so that's something that I develop as a person. I'm trying to change up and be like, hey, I can plan, I can, make moves today for the future, but I can't forget to live the current moment. Because a lot of the times, like if I'm at work, I'm like, hey, I want to get my money up. If I'm doing something at school, it's like, yeah, I want to have this for the future. And then sometimes I'll find myself being so concerned with the future and my status and education and financial standing, all this, that, and the other thing. But I forget to kind of live where I'm at, because I'm 20 years old and I'm, basically a grown-up kid right now. And I think sometimes, although I'm definitely not the maturity of a grown adult, I'm not here to toot my own horn like, I have transcended my peers. I am focused only on tomorrow, not today. Like, I'm very much still a kid at heart, but I do want to focus more on the present thing. So that's what I'm trying to do in the summer. And I'm working part-time, still 30 hours a week, so it's 10 short of full-time. But in that, I have time to do my online course. And also spend some time with some hometown friends and spend time with family most of all, because if you aren't in college yet, or maybe you're early into college or whatever your situation may be and you're listening to this, it's really odd because, at least for me, I had a helicopter, mom especially, but both my parents, again, loving family, I'm incredibly grateful. Honestly, could write a book about my childhood, especially my mom and all that she's done for me in my family and growing up. But that could be a separate video in itself. But yes, so going to college, I was very excited to get some freedom and kind of get out from the wing. Although the wing did guide me and gave me an incredible childhood, towards the end I was like, all right, I kind of need to get out and do my own thing. But in doing so, it very quickly put into perspective that my family, the parents specifically, are growing old, and that I'm not home. My little brother is growing old and is suddenly, 4 inches taller than I am, and this super athlete and driving a goddamn car, and these things are like, what in the hell? Like, I remember when you were 9. Like, since when are you, about to be a junior in high school and this and the other thing? So, I do enjoy being able to come home for the summer. This would likely be my last summer. Coming back to my hometown, living there with my family. The idea or the goal is to have an internship next summer and start kind of branching out more into the adult life and getting a place in my either college town, or maybe if I do get some lucrative internship and they are either willing to give a stipend or a some kind of incentive to move out to wherever. Like if I don't know, got some internship in California. I mean, I live in Ohio, so if I get some internship in California or some opportunity, and it's, again, something ridiculous, and I'm like, well, shit, and it's worth it to live out there, then by all means, I'll give it a go. Again, I'm young. I got some time to have some experiences that maybe be the best decisions. Again, I'm not saying go apeshit crazy and make horrible life decisions, but if I decide to that something's like, hey, this is worth it for the time being, then like a year down the road, I'm like, never mind, I'm gonna change gears, and I got plenty of time. I'm 20 years old, and I've been in close communication with my dad, especially because I don't know, it's just more of like a father-son thing of like keeping on track with careers and making sure I'm not behind the ball, because both my parents were ahead of the game when they were younger in my position, like getting school done. My dad got undergrad and grad school done a year early by doing night school, just because he wanted to, not because he was like held at gunpoint because he's a fucking genius and doing this stuff. So there's a little bit of pressure, but I do keep in contact. I mean, I live in the house, so it's kind of hard not to, but I do like communicate and make sure I'm on track. So, but yeah, I think it's my last summer in the hometown, which it's very bittersweet because I am a nostalgic person by nature. It's why I'm making, I just mentioned it earlier, it's why I'm making these videos. Really, it's kind of a time capsule, so I can look back if I'm ever bored, or I mean, for Christ's sake, again, I have videos that are 5 years old now. Another 5, that's a decade old. I mean, I got videos of me being a squeaker ass kid playing Black Ops 1. And it's like, man, dude, I remember going to get that game like from GameStop, like in the plastic, and it was, release week and whatever. And I went and got it after school. My mom had to go get it because I was like fucking 14 or whatever at the time, and I couldn't go in and get it myself. And playing with friends and having birthday parties, and all we would do is all bring our consoles to my house and plug them in. I had some extra TVs, and we would have like basically LAN events at my house and shit like that. So, I guess the gameplay's wrapping up. I've been talking my sweet time here, but it's really an update, I guess. So yeah, that's where we're at. Still playing Black Ops 4. Looking forward to the new game. It's actually Modern Warfare. Just saw it got announced. I'll probably make a video on that, just talking about it, what I want to expect from it. But yeah, this video is mostly for myself, I guess. I'm still gonna put it up. I didn't just do this for nothing. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the update, I guess, and hope you guys are enjoying your life. Hope everything's going good. It's summertime. It's time to be a little bit happier. So hope that's the case. Have a good day. Peace.